What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Alex and Lincoln
What is up, everybody?
in the booth for round number 4. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon. And of course, don't forget to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering and other tabletop gaming needs. If you're watching on Twitch, y'all the real MVPs. Let's get things kicked off. We got Tony, who we just saw last round, with Esper Blink against Vasilios on Izzet Prowess. This is going to be a barn burner, so strap in. It's going to be a fun one.
Absolutely. Now, we already saw both of these gentlemen
Absolutely.
on camera earlier today. Both of them played extremely good games. So let's see what we can accomplish here.
Yes.
Vasilios off to a strong start. That DRC bobble play is always really good.
Cool looking bauble, too.
It is. Yeah,
Is
your
that a secret
views
layer?
are feeling deja. Yep. That is a secret lair. I believe they made a prowess secret lair or something like that had lava dart, bolts, bobble.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, it
They
was
should do
very
that. They should do
gorgeous.
like deck secret layers.
Right, like you want your modern deck to be beautiful, buy 4 of these.
Exactly.
What a good way to access the people's wallets directly.
Yeah. Best thing for Wizards of the Coast. Worst thing for the customers' wallets.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is going to be a really interesting matchup. I want to say that Vasilios has a decent edge here, based entirely off of Tony's deck being slightly slower.
Flagrant said it had Underworld Breach, too. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it did. It did.
F in chat for Underworld Breach. Paying for the sins of Mox Opal.
Yep.
What else is new?
Yep. Been seeing it all along. So I think Vasilios has a slight bit of an edge here because Tony's deck is a bit slower. And if Vasilios is able to just start doing prowess things, he can put Tony under a lot of pressure.
Just get him dead.
Yep. But like we saw last game,
Ponder.
or last round rather, it doesn't really matter if you go crazy early if Tony is able to accomplish some shenanigans with Archon. Yeah, Ponder's not in Modern.
Preordained, my bad. Which, just give us Ponder.
There we go. Vasilios forgot to preordain. He cast it, but he forgot to do the thing. There we go.
YouTube comments, shut up. Vasilios is likely a better player than you, so just be quiet.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and hit the Darcy. Yeah, that's one of the things that's really powerful about the Darcy bobble play is that you can get Delirium online so fast, and that just makes for a lot of pressure. All right, well, we've got the Philia and the Overlord. We're ready to do some pretty classic Orzhov Blink things. Send it back and deploy Philia on the end step, I'd imagine. Yep. But yeah, Philia's going to get to blink that Overlord. That's going to be a really powerful play. Vasilios kind of needs a slick shot show off like...
Now.
Yeah, right now. Because, see, the thing about Overlord is you don't just mill 4 cards and get to pick up a creature. You get to pick up any creature in your graveyard. So that Solitude Tony has sitting there is going to be a big problem, as it will just continue to act as removal spells for any of Vasilios' threats.
His basics don't match. Banish this man to the
No.
Shadow Realm.
Non-matching lands is the way to go. That's
Look,
what you
anything
do.
you can do to tilt your opponent, you should.
Mm-hmm. It is
Other than cheating, obviously.
Yeah, it's kind of just an automatic upside that I get to have in every game for playing different darts.
You're saying your entire deck isn't whiteboarded?
It is not. It is not.
You don't play with your lands in front?
Woo. Woo. YouTube
So with the new
comments are bound
Gundam,
to go crazy.
the new Gundam game that came out, me and Garen, another employee here at Impact, checking it out. We bought starter decks. I was like, I wonder if you can put your resources in front.
Oh no. He's already begun just misbehaving with this new format. This new game.
This new game, yeah. I'm gonna whiteboarder everything. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like erase all the beautiful art they made.
If I'm Vasilios right now, I'm shaking in my boots because he's got a Archon in the bin. He's got a Solitude in the bin, double Overlords. And we know, Vasilius doesn't know this, but we know that Tony has a Persist in his hand. And I'm real scared.
That's
So
hard times, baby.
Vasilios needs to do some big math right now and see, do I kill him right now? And as you might imagine, that is entirely possible. So let's see if Vasilios can do it. Boom. Steel cutter.
Boom.
That's not going to do lethal this turn.
No, it is not.
Not a bad line of play. Does lots of things. Yep. And then let's iterate expressively.
Shout out to the one pro wrestling fan that just got that Hard Times reference, by the way. There'll be someone. I made a. Do you know who Evan Irwin is?
I sure don't.
He is like the very first Magic the Gathering content creator. Like literally, like legitimately the very first one.
Interesting.
He has a podcast called Magic Mice. Remember how I said no free ads? Anyways, Evan Irwin is the goat of the. He is before everyone. He was on YouTube. Anyways, he has a saying that he used to say, "One dude or three dudes seriously," is a quote of his. Anyways, I peppered that in to one of the videos, and somebody actually got the reference and was like, "Evan Irwin, dude, he's the GOAT." I'm like, absolutely. So shout out to that guy.
Real respect's real, you know?
Yeah, game gets game.
Exactly right.
All right, here we go.
So-
bashing and crashing.
That's a lot of dudes, and
That's three dudes, seriously.
It is.
Very fitting.
So, but yeah, Tony's not really gonna sweat it. He's gonna go ow, 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 drop to 6,
Yep.
and then just go absolutely crazy with the Persisted Archon. No Ephemerate, which is really important to note. Because Vasilios can make a whole bunch more dudes. With these double steel cutters, they might just be able to go around the Archon. So I don't think he has a choice, right? He's got 2 Archons in hand and a Persist. So
You gotta do what you gotta
yeah,
do.
kind of sucks for Tony to get stuck with that mini in his hand. But yep, you gotta do it. Boom. Yep, Vasilios looking at his hand, nothing doing. Alright, let's spin the wheel. Gain 3, you lose 3. I draw a card, you discard a card, you sack a creature. Are there enough words on this card?
It does everything. I kind of hate Arcana Cruelty because it just is the de facto like best thing to reanimate.
Yeah, it is the non-legendary creature that makes you
Yeah.
play Persist.
And persist, like obviously MH2 they did that on purpose.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of lame that they put the 2 cards in the same. I don't know. Whatever.
Nah, I hear you.
Just give us a persist that can hit legendaries.
So,
I want
Vasilios.
Gristlebrand or Valgavoth even.
Yeah,
Card's sweet.
gross. Vasilios is mathing lethal here, I believe. Now, I don't think he'll quite get it because Tony can block 1 monk and...
Glorious Vengeance.
Yeah, that is exactly what he means.
Yeah, but persist keeps them, right?
Yeah,
They
Glorious
stay.
just until the end step.
Yeah, I don't want to have to play
Ephemerate.
Ephemerate. I mean, I know when Ephemerate is good, it's really good, but I personally don't like playing those, like, if you draw it on turn 8 with nothing to do, it's just like a dead card.
Yeah. So this is what I was thinking. Tony has a Fatal Push, but Vasilios has a bunch more dudes. So Tony can push 1, but Vasilios can then Violent Urge. There we go. I had to really stop and think about it. I'd do a Violent Urge, 1 unblocked 1, and go for lethal. So Mm. It's a lava dart. Yep. Yep. Trigger, 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 trigger.
Gonna dart you. Do have a fatal push.
Yeah. Yeah. Too little, too late. Yep. Vasilio says, okay, I don't need that one that bad. They all triggered. Darcy triggers. Let's fail. Put it in the bin. Let's sack a mountain. Flashback that lava dart. Yep.
Dart you.
Yeah. From here, you kind of see the writing on the wall when if you're Tony. You just want to make him do it. Want to make him have it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be it.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. Vasilios, really great play with that prowess deck. Did a really good job. Lined up his Corey Steel Cutters just perfectly. I think what Tony really needed there was an ephemerate to get the ETB trigger of his Archon a second time to really create more life and deal with those tokens. But here we are.
Here we are, and there you are. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Again, we are live from Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. We're probably about 12 minutes if you're really on it from the arch. So probably make it here in about 10 if you're really flying. But
If you're committing crimes,
yes, don't do that.
Yeah.
Legally, we have to say don't speed.
Both with volume and direction.
But yeah, so if you're if you're actually in the Midwest, you should come up. We've got over 20,000 square feet of gaming center to enjoy. We've got Friday Night Magic, we got Commander and Modern. It's a lot of fun. We get upwards of 60, 70 people here every single Friday. It's a blasty blast. But you can also check us out on impactgamingcenter.gg. Watch all of our amazing content and videos and skits on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all those fun places. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, do all the fun things.
Absolutely. And I think the one thing I always want to remind everybody of is I can't tell you how much I appreciate you joining us tonight. Whether you're on YouTube just watching while you're at work or in your free time, or you're watching us live on Twitch, time is so limited. You get so little of it, and you have to really decide what to do with it. And I cannot tell you how much it means that you're spending any amount of it here, watching our players, listening to Alex and I talk at you. Such a blessing to have you guys around and doing that.
Absolutely. Even if you're just listening to us in the background while you're working, still means a lot. Get those YouTube watch hours up.
Absolutely. Yep. So here we are on the boarding decisions. And once again, really awkward place for both players. I think the prowess sideboard is always so strange. Whenever you play these aggro type decks, Boros Energy notwithstanding, because of how well energy plays into the mid and late game, the statement I'm about to make about fast aggro deck sideboards does not jive. But it can be a little bit scary to play interactive cards in the sideboards of these really fast decks because you almost don't want to interact with your opponent. You want your opponent to interact with you. And really what that means is that you don't want to have a hand with a spell pierce in it. And great, you can
That's
connect.
a lie. I always want spell pierce.
Yeah, it's like great, you can protect your Corey Steel Cutter, but now you have one card fewer to do with your Corey Steel Cutter. So it could be very important, it can be valuable, but you have to just be really scared playing too much interaction type pieces with whatever your opponent is doing. So it makes the sideboard choices of decks like Prowess that really put a lot of pressure on your opponent very, very interesting. Energy gets bailed out from that by having such good mid-late game play that they're not really restricted by what they can run. They can run just about anything, and we'll get to a point in the game where it makes sense to utilize it.
Yeah, it's definitely pull and a push between what you want to do, because you still need that critical mass of aggressive, proactive things to do.
For sure. But I gotta say, Spell Pierce, one of my favorite cards of all time. I love it. Just such a great answer to so many things. Now, Spell Pierce does fall right in that camp that you were talking about, Alex, that you hate cards that you draw out on turn 8, and you're like, wow, this is a do-nothing now, and Spell Pierce sure doesn't do much on turn 8.
You're not wrong, but, counter spells we give a pass to because they're just so good.
Fair enough. I think...
And they're like, other than... They're really good in Modern, but they are even better in, like, Pioneer, which is my favorite format.
Yeah.
Sorry that Wizards killed that format, but
You think they're ever going to bring Pioneer back?
I hope so. I don't know why they did what they did because they got it pretty much to 100% on Arena, and then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, this format's not gonna happen this year.
That format is toast. We don't like it anymore.
Um, besides board wipes, Ephemerate can always save a guy. Besides board wipes, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Or,
that's
Shieldred's
true.
Edict,
But
sack a creature, can't get around
I
that.
don't know. You're talking to the guy that I don't like creatures. I don't. I don't know. I've played so many decks with 0 creatures in the main deck,
Yeah.
so
Alex here is our resident Storm player. Of course, he wouldn't.
Storm and in control,
Yeah.
Lantern control, like
The only creature that Alex will stomach playing is Ral from MH3. It's only because he has to.
or Snapcaster Mage,
Okay, Snapcaster's a go to choice. Good
or
reminder.
like the Flippy Jace. I like that
Yeah,
guy.
the
That
Flippy
guy's
Jace,
sweet.
Jace Vern's progeny. Yeah,
Who doesn't
yeah,
like Merfolk Looter, dude? You don't like drawing cards? Pioneer may come back since Blue Black.
Universe is beyond our standard now. Well, I also read that as
Yeah,
Blue Black.
yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, I played against a really. I mean, it was an interesting white black, like aristocrats with Sephiroth as the linchpin card.
Mhm.
It was really annoying because you'd wrath them and then you'd like take 8 because,
You're like, ow, didn't like that.
and then they'd make a bunch of dudes, and you're like, well, my wrath didn't do anything, and
That's
it
the
hurt.
old Yawgmoth experience with the blood
Yeah,
artist on the table, and they don't
absolutely.
quite go off, and so you blow it up. It's like, wow, it still
Yep.
hurt really bad.
Yeah, I won like 4 matches in a row and then played against that garbage and not fun.
I used to be a big Yawgmoth player back before MH3, and I think it's really funny that it fell off after MH3 because all it did was get a bunch of support. People just wanted to play everything, so they just made the deck bad. They've kind of forgot what they were doing.
Lost in the sauce,
That is
as they
exactly
say.
right. Way to put it. So both players taking their time. Vasilios is not applying too much pressure yet. He's got an expressive iteration, DRC, so he's got some options here to start applying some pressure. Yep, there goes the DRC. Yep. Yeah, he sees it coming. He says, bolt that, trigger Darcy.
That's what Ketramos did to Blink.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. Yep. You
Yeah.
get these really cool saucy cards that people try really hard to make work, and sometimes they just don't really work quite
Yeah.
as well.
Decks lose focus.
Mm-hmm. And the deck would be just fine if people just stuck to the plan, but
Yeah, just play control.
yeah.
Kill
Yeah.
stuff, counter stuff. It's a great time.
Yeah. Play land pass. All right. So let's focus in on the battlefield here. Tony has a frog, a really potent card in really any deck that it's played, but when he's looking for ways to get Archons into the bin, it is extremely important to have. He doesn't have an Archon in his hand right now. Vasilios on turn 3 deploys a second DRC. He's not going to opt to deploy Expressive Iteration. Yeah, Unholy Heat for 6. Yeah, so you can feed the frog to survive a lot of burn spells, but not to survive a Delirious Unholy Heat. Yeah, that frog's dead. Okay. Vasilios taking a second. All right. Vasilios is now comfortable with his heat resolving. And he's going to go in with that DRC. Not a whole lot of choice there. All right. Sends it back to Tony.
Tony Chopper is
As he's well known.
yeah. It's a One Piece thing. I don't know anything about One Piece. I just
As a
pull
Demir
that card all the time.
Frogulus Tide player, Lincoln is a seasoned expert about navigating the sauce. That is absolutely true.
Dang.
That is absolutely true.
Now, Lincoln, is it true that you've ever gotten lost in the sauce, though?
The rumors are true. I
Oh
have
my, the things you've heard on the street are true.
yep, once or twice I have been known to lose myself within the sauce. And
It happens to the best of
it
us.
does. It does. But you know what? If you learn from your mistakes, are they really even mistakes to begin with?
No.
Yes, still yes, totally still mistakes, but
I mean, it depends what at
what degree?
level. Yeah, what
Yeah.
degree? Yeah,
So,
degree.
dude, joking aside, though, tempered conflagrant, you are absolutely right. A Frogulus Tide player I am. The navigation of the sauce is so huge because Abhorrent Oculus is such a powerful card. It's so good. It does a lot for the format. It can be unearthed, which is just so good. But it never performed as well as the full clean Murktide list. And I could talk for hours about why that is. And I might one day,
Let's.
right? We'll be coming out with podcasts soon with
Yeah.
Impact. We'll be coming out with long form content. I can't wait. But that'll be one of the big topics is why is something like that not taken off quite as well. And it really comes down to so many small nuanced things that make what, like I've been saying all day, there are no inconsequential decisions, and it just made you take slightly disadvantaged plays on every one of those decisions that ultimately meant it just wasn't playing as smooth. It wasn't accomplishing what it needed to in time. It was a little bit more vulnerable to counterplay, and it's still a very good and reasonable deck to play and win with, but it's just not quite as optimized. And look at that. I said I could talk for hours, but I won't, and then there I went going anyway.
Yep.
Now, Vasilios, no prowess creatures yet, but he does have two Delirious Darcies, and they hit for 6, so they're no joke.
No joke. No comedy here.
We would never do comedy. We're not a funny group like that. We're a serious group.
This is a serious kind of show.
Mm-hmm. All right. 6 damage coming in.
Getcha.
Wabang.
And those.
Okay, he's gonna do it. I'm Tony. I'm not. I don't know. I don't want to. Tony's made some really good plays today, so I really don't want to try and judge too quickly on anything that I'm seeing.
He's like, listen.
Yeah,
I've played this deck before.
I almost want to hold it to hardcast it in case I top deck a land here and just take the 3. But also, the other big line here is eat the Solitude with Emperor of Bones, reanimate it, clean up the Darcy. I mean, that's a really good line as well. So let's see if that's what he opts to do. Yeah, start clearing out Delirium. Do your best to clear out Delirium. Target 1 card type in Vasilios' graveyard.
The trips.
Interesting. Okay.
Trips bones.
Yep. Clear out 1 card type. Make him not delirious anymore. Do the thing, Tony. What was the thing you were really enjoying from Irwin earlier? It's applicable now.
I like what?
3 dudes?
3 dudes? Seriously?
Yeah.
Come on.
They got 3 of them right now. Yeah, eat some instants. Yep, get those instants out of here. No more delirium. He also took an artifact. Yep, that's going to be pretty tough for Vasilios because now his DRC, there was 3 damage in the air, is 1 damage on the ground.
No eating here tonight.
Yep. Okay, hold on. Everybody slow down.
Slick.
This is not a drill.
Shot. Show off.
One of the most important cards for this prowess deck.
Some might say it's the most important.
Oh dear. Vasilios is gonna do it. He's gonna hurt him.
X gonna give it to you.
He's gonna hurt my boy.
What is that?
I have no earthly clue.
Did you just play a Soul Ring and Moth?
I got really. I was so confident about what was gonna happen. I thought that was a bauble, but he just tapped mana to play it. Oh no! That's a Soul Guide Lantern.
Oh.
Isn't that what that is?
No clue.
It looks like one of those.
Chat, bail us out.
Yeah, it looks like one of those Secret Lair Soul Guide lanterns. Yeah, it is. It's a Soul Guide.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, no, that's the Ghost Trap or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Secret Lair from
Sure.
Ghostbusters, which is the reskinned Soul Guide lantern, which I totally knew before just now.
Yeah. Chat, you failed miserably. You didn't even help us out at
Yeah,
all.
you just let us struggle, honestly. So I really thought that that was a Mishra's bobble, and what's going to happen is he's going to go bobble, crack it, bolt you to face, get Delirious back, bang for lots of damage.
Mhm.
None of that happened. I was completely wrong.
It's okay.
But the Soul Guide Lantern is a much better play, I would argue, because he has now removed the Solitude from the equation, which really reduces Emperor of Bones' potency.
Yeah, it's just a dude. I
Yeah,
mean, it's 3 dudes, seriously, but like,
it is.
they're just dudes.
And they can be 4/4s. Like, he's got enough mana to do that, but Tony just dies next turn without that Solitude. Like, without some way to interact with that Slick Shot, he just dies to Bolt.
Flagrant said, mesmerized by Vasilius' beautifully curated lands. No, I mean,
What? Don't apologize.
They are definitely.
That's a great thing to be.
He's other than those non-white bordered Darcys.
Okay, he's doing it. So Tony says, om nom nom, give me 2 creatures from your bin. I am now going to adapt both of my Emperors, make these hasty boys, and we are just going to go nuts. But yeah, so here, as stated, Slick Shot is just lethal if Tony doesn't deal with it. And I don't think he can. So put on the pressure, hope your opponent doesn't have it. It's what you have to do here.
Yeah, it's the only thing Tony can do, unfortunately.
Yep.
And I think Vasilios realizes
Yeah.
he's about to.
Tony's got 12 damage in total on board here. Yep, he's going to employ a lot of it. He's going to keep the Emperor around to try and block the DRC, I'd imagine. Hopefully it stays on the ground now that he's just eaten 3 more cards from Vasilios' bin. Yep, those guys are both gone for good. But I think he's tapped out. He doesn't have a second card in hand, so there's no world where Tony could be holding up a pitch casted Solitude.
And drew another. Wow.
Yeah,
Another
run.
hasty dude.
Do the thing.
Bolt you.
Bolt you.
Triggers. That's
Yeah.
going to be it. There you go. Vasilios going to take it down. Holy
What a great
moly.
set of Modern we had today.
Yeah.
Not a single boring game among them. Nothing. No blowouts today. Really good stuff.
Yeah, no non-games or anything.
Yep.
That was good stuff all the way around. Thank you all so much for joining us here at Impact Gaming Center. If you're watching live on twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center, we appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you all so much. Make sure to head over to Twitch as we stream each and every single Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. Hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering and other tabletop gaming needs. Follow us on all of our social medias, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the places. Thank you all so much. Twitch chat, as always, you've been awesome. Shout out to all of the new subscribers on Twitch. Last chance to get in a Twitch subscription online tonight.
Yep.
So thank you all so much, though. We appreciate you. And until next week, we'll catch y'all on the flippy flop.
See you then.
Adios, everyone.
What's up, everyone? Jake and Eric back in the booth for round number 3 here at Impact Gaming Center. We got both Ben and Lincoln, 2 IGC staple players. Both are 2-0. We got Ben on Rakdos Cecil. I got a little quick look at this deck before we started this round, and it is really sick. It's like Rakdos Shadow, but playing like just not Shadow and Cecil instead. And then Lincoln's on Demir Frog. Good old Lincoln Frog. Kind of a staple here at Impact Gaming Center.
Man's reliable.
Oh, yeah. Before we get into it, if you're watching live on Twitch, hey, you're great, but you should be following and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on YouTube, you're still just as awesome, but hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you're going to be playing for your standard RCQ season, whatever you got going on. And then if you liked any of the cards you saw today, you can pick them up at impactgamingcenter.gg. We're off to the races. Lincoln with a turn 1 Tameo, Ben with a Kraken of Fetch. And we'll see what he grabs. He grabs a Blood Crypt. We're going to get this turn 1 Cecil. So I was looking at his deck, and he's only playing 1 Ragavan. Apparently, there's so many good 1-drops in this deck that who knows what you play. No, looks like we're going to start off with the Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize the Thoughtseize.
That's a pretty good line, you know?
Straightforward magic.
Yep.
Completely fair magic happening here.
Through the cap of my water bottle.
Try not to drop things, Jake. All right.
Fatal push, Thoughtseize.
It's Thoughtseize the Thoughtseize.
Question: do you like the Junji Ito art, or do you like the
I like
Invocation?
I
Thoughtseize?
like the invocations.
I do too. I know
Personally,
a lot of people hate them.
Yeah, they're not the easiest to read, which is fair. But like they're
so unique.
They're so unique, and they're kind of OG when you get like the way secret layers have been going and all of the different printings for everything now.
Yep. And they have like the art, the text that's so different in comparison to how they used to look, which was, I mean, how they look now, which is regular text on the same background.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh yeah.
goofy.
When they did the border again and then